Let's get some price picks in today, guys. Last night's picks went 4-2 in this entry and 1-5 in this entry. So not very good. But what we could take out of this is these stacks have been hitting, man. I told you. Russell Westbrook, Paul George. I know Westbrook came off the bench, but still hit. Jokic, Gordon, hit. Zion, Ingram, hit. So when I'm talking pairs, it's super powerful to be putting pairs in your entries. So the picks did not go that well. But if I show you on all of these stacks I hit 12 out of 15 stacks, meaning that if one player went one direction, the other player also went. So here, technically I didn't hit this because they're red instead of green, but you know what I mean, in the sense that they both hit together. So that's what I'm looking for, people hitting together. And I put in 15 stacks, 12 of them hit. You can see Sanders Weaver, Kuzma Denny. This is one I even said in the video. I said Kuzma under 22.5 points with Denny under assist. Another one here, Victor Ward, stack. So these 6 stacks in a row all hit. Nurkic Durant, Johnson Wemby. There's more here. Fisher Murphy was one stack. Odin Nelson was the other stack that did not hit. Then this is college basketball mixed with Euro League. There's all kinds. You can make stacks in pretty much any sport. NFL is obviously the strongest. Same with college basketball. But you could see Paul George, Westbrook. I'm going over all these. Giannis, Dame, Brown, Atkins all hit. And beat Maxi did not hit. So out of the 15 I put, 12 hit. I don't know if you guys know how powerful that is. I'm basically putting 2 picks for the price of 1. So if I'm in a 6 flex, I'll need 3 pairs to hit rather than 6 individual player props. So an entry like this right here, the one I gave 6 individual uncorrelated plays, is always going to be much harder. It's still possible to hit, but always going to be much harder to hit than something like this. So if I put Zion on the over points with Ingram, I'm hitting 2 players for the price of 1, like I've been explaining. Now, in terms of recapping these picks, I mean, there's not much to go into except this Jordan Poole pick. I do want to talk about this one. Guys, this guy did chuck up the 3 threes. So I was saying he's going to chuck up a lot of threes, a lot of field goal attempts. Just didn't hit anything. 2 turnovers, 3 attempts, missed all of them, and 1 assist. So pretty much did terrible. I mean, this Wizards team, I don't know if I want to keep going with them. I do like that under on Kuzma and Denny, though. You know, I'm going to be taking that one over and over again. So that is all I have to say about the recap. Other than that, you're going to have bad days, guys. I went 1-5 here, 4-2 here. It's not the greatest, but it is what it is. Picks. If you're wondering how much I made or lost on Prizepicks, actually a loss of $650. Yes, so the profits all came from underdog. I had 6 out of 19 of my 3 powers on underdog, so you can see a bunch of green here. I also hit 4 2 out of 3s, so the ones that came real close. You can see the pairing I took here on Clint. I did take him on underdog eventually, so 16.5 points and rebounds, as I said. Paired that with DeJounte Murray's 1.5 3-pointers, as well as the Denny stack. So I took Kuzma here with Denny on the under points, under assists. I took it on Prizepicks too. So in terms of profit there, it's about 1.7k. So you add the 2 together and I made about 1k over Prizepicks and underdog. So anyways, we're going to get into the video for today. I hope you understand some of the strategy behind these stacks and why they're so important. So again, look at it. You can see all these guys hit together in the same direction. We're going to be doing a lot more of that throughout the season. And in today's video, I have a bunch of stacks I want to go over. In fact, I'm so confident in this strategy that if I don't hit a 6 flex by Monday Night Football, I will give away 1 month of OddsJuice to 2 people who like and comment on today's video. So OddsJuice basically gives you all the picks that I pretty much put in throughout a daily basis on Prizepicks, Underdog, and Parlay Play. And right now there's 151 picks that I like. So that's basically the giveaway that I'm going to be doing if this strategy does not work come Monday night. So we're finally going to get into the picks, and we're going to start it off with a stack. I just preached for like 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, I don't know how long it was, how important stacks are. The one we're going to be taking is Josh Giddey and Shea on the over 31.5 points. Now, before I was filming this video and doing the research, Shea was at 30.5, and I would have loved to take him at that, but I still do like him at 31.5. He has cleared like right under that 31. I remember one game I was checking the game logs. I guess I could show you guys if it's still up. No, I don't have it anymore. But there was one game where he hit just that 31, which is unfortunate if it does happen this game. I really like this stack for 2 reasons. So one, Giddey's line looks a bit low to me. So 4.5, it's normally set at like 5.5, even 6 sometimes. And I was checking the odds on it, and it is juiced towards the over. So Josh Giddey assists, you could see minus 125 juiced towards the over 4.5. So that's always great to see to start it off. Next, Golden State Warriors is who they're up against. And I was looking at the spreads. Set at -1. Now, I'm not sure if Curry is expected to play or not. He is a game time decision. But -1 is, like I've been explaining, great to see. Tight games, no blowouts. So these players will play a lot of minutes. And Shea will have to get the good end of those points. So another good thing to see. If Curry is playing, I think that's actually better for these picks because he's going to keep the game tighter. And we're going to need that for Shea and Josh Giddey to get more minutes to get there higher on the assists and the points. So I do hope Curry is playing actually in this case. So that is going to be the first stack we're going with. Now the next one is going to be in this Minnesota New Orleans Pelicans game. So similar to what we did with Jokic and Zion and Ingram yesterday, we're going to take again, but this time we're going to be going on the overs on everyone. Last night we took the unders on everyone. I want to take the overs on everyone today because we're going to go with Anthony Edwards on over 26.5 points, with Zion over 22.5 points. Now Zion last night, I'm pretty sure he had 21 points at the half, and he only managed to scrape by that 24.5 in like the last 4 minutes of the game. So that is interesting to see, but we're going to be pairing him with Ingram because that also hit together last night. So 5 out of 5 times these guys have hit. Let's make it 6 for 6 tonight. And Anthony Edwards, we're going to play with Mike Conley, who we also took sometime this week. That also hit. So each and every one of these stacks has hit this week. We're taking more on all of them this time. Just to show you why we're taking the over on Edwards and Conley is just because there is a bit of slight juice towards Edwards over points. So you can see minus 120 rather than minus 110 on the under, as well as Ingram's assists. I believe we're set at Brandon Ingram at 5.5 assists, slightly juiced towards the over. So we're taking overs on this. Now the spread is at 6.5, which I don't love when it comes to taking overs on a bunch of players because blowout risk. But this Pelicans team did do really well last night against Denver. They were up a ton of points at a certain point, but Denver is Denver and they caught up a little bit, but they did end up closing the game out quite nicely. So I do like this Pelicans team. I think the 6.5 is a bit high, honestly. Timberwolves have been doing well, but I think Ingram and Zion will be able to keep the game close and we'll get the overs on all these guys. So that's going to be the first slip, pure correlation slip with a bunch of pairings that we have been taking throughout the season. There is one stack I'm looking at, and there's a Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle stack. There's two approaches I would take with this stack. Either Brunson under assists with Randle under points, or Brunson over points with Randle over assists. Now, I did check the game logs, and pretty much whenever Randle is not pushing this line, it hit 6 out of 8 times. So went 6 and 2 on the Randle and Brunson stack. Now, what annoys me about this one is that he does push this line quite often. You can see in the past 5, he pushed it 3 times, which is like, I don't love push lines. It's really annoying to get your things DNP down. So I do kind of like it though, because of that past 6 out of 8 games, it did hit when it's not pushing. So that's why I'm leaning towards it. But another pick I do probably think is better here is going to be Brunson on the under assists with Randle on the under points, mainly because look at the juice on Brunson's under assists, minus 130, 56.5% likeness to hit on that under 5.5. So we just have to pair it with that Julius Randle under points. And I think Randle is also juiced towards the under when it comes to points. No, he's not. Okay, so he's set at 23.5 at basically even odds, so 50-50 to go under. But we're pairing him with Jalen Brunson, so it's looking real good on that pairing. Now, another stack I do like from the same game is actually Gordon Hayward and LaMelo Ball on under or over assists together. I'm not going to put it for the sake of this video just because I don't want to just put stacks throughout the whole video. But another one, if you do care about stacks, is Butler under 24.5 points mixed with Bam under assists. Now, Bam under assists is not on the board yet. If it is, I would take it at under 4. But I do like Butler alone on the under 24.5 points, so we're going to throw him in either way. If you guys do see this later and Bam's assist is on the board, take it with that. I do really like that at 4 assists, not at 3.5. Make sure it's 4. See, Jimmy Butler's value at 24.5 is about 55% likeness to go under. So we're going to put that in the entry without Bam just because there is no assist prop for Bam. Next one is going to be Jalen Williams on the over points. And this one goes very nicely with another pairing on the OKC game from the other entry. Because if these guys are going down to the wire, more minutes for him, and maybe Shea, Jalen, and Giddey all hit together. We're going to have a nice clean sweep on the OKC game. So these are our first 4 picks, and I'm going to go into the last non-push line with Bismack Biyombo on the over 9.5 rebounds, 56% likeness to hit. Very good to see on over 9.5 rebounds. So this is what we're going to be starting it off with, and we're going to end it with a push line. Now, for those of you who just skipped to the picks, I recommend you go watch the recaps if you have any idea why I'm taking these types of entries with the stacks. Go watch the recap and I pretty much explain why we're taking stacks throughout this video if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Also, I will be doing a giveaway if I do not hit a 6 flex by Monday night because I'm just doing stacking strategy. Maybe some of you guys have never seen this, so I'm just showing you that I'm confident in how much it works. Anyways, enough of that. We're going to get into the last pick. There's Bam under rebounds, which I'm not going to take actually. We're going to grab Giannis under rebounds at 11. So 10.5 is a good point for him. I'm not sure why they're giving us 11. too high. So we're going to grab him at 11. It did pretty much cash easily last game and only hit once in the past 5. So we're going to lock this one in. 2 entries for tonight.